duty of the government to protect the people who are in front of us. And yes, in a note, your words are correct, like being a minority community is somewhat to sit alert and to look after and come together in a platform and to form as a pressure group, yes. But in a different note, coming or looking from the perspective of a government, yes, it is the duty of the government, and being a pressure group, it is our duty to make the government to serve us.
Absolutely correct. But when the government is not doing so, what do?
Yeah, we have to again pressure them. We have to come
That's
forward.
right. When the government is not doing its duty, one can't say, oh, now the government is not doing its duty, now what will I do? No. We will stand up and say, do your duty.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but
then for that, I must have an understanding and support. Like, we, like this constitutional conduct group which I told you about, we're writing letters to the Prime Minister and all kinds of. Government is failing in its duty. Let me put it more bluntly. Anything about it. We have to stand up to it.
yeah,
That is the point that I'm making. we should get hold of, that boy you mentioned.
Better living standard in education, we are on front. But what is the reason other majority Muslim state not coming forward, such as in Kerala? I think it's because of the lack of leadership, like CH Mohammed Koya, and also great support of a political party. Because I know in UP, there are Muslims have many problems. That bulldozer law. Their population of Muslim is more than 4 crore, more than Kerala's population. They cannot do anything. They are just begging for help.
No, they can do something. And you see the results, or just now what has happened. This is, luckily you see in a democracy, these political games they play. What they've been doing is to try and divide I'll give you a distinct example. When the assembly elections took place in UP, please sit down. The assembly elections took place last time in UP. Priyanka Gandhi was campaigning personally, and the Congress won just 1 seat because the Muslim community all gathered together to support Akhilesh Yadav. Not because they feel that Akhilesh Yadav is going to do a great deal for them, but they felt that he was the only leader who could actually defeat the BJP. Now, what the BJP did in return was to divide the scheduled caste vote, so that in fact Akhilesh Yadav, although he got the largest support that his party ever had from Muslims, 85%, with many of the Congress supporters supporting him, but he didn't get in the majority seats. But he learnt his lesson, and you see what has happened in Parliament. That's largely because of the Muslims. Again, in Andhra Pradesh, in Telangana, the Congress party virtually disappeared. But the Muslim business houses rallied behind the Congress, and they've got a 2/3 majority. Again, now they're taking it up with the Congress party in Telangana, that you are not doing anything for the Muslims voted for you and we spent money for you, but you're not doing anything. So this is the way in a democracy, this is the way that you'll have to work. So what I'm trying to say is that use these democratic threads to your advantage, but do not leave everything to the government, that now the government must do everything for me. And in UP, part of the reason was that only. They kept thinking, Sarkar ab karegi, now the government is going to do it, the government is going to do it. And the government is not going to do it. Even if they say they're going to do it, they're only doing it to make sure that you give them your vote. Then once the vote is given, then that's it. And then you may go to the government and say, now I got you the vote, now you make me a minister. So you become a minister and go off, and the rest of the people are left behind. No. Community must work together. Community must work with everybody else who is dedicated to the idea of a democracy. Then you will make yourself heard. And UP is in fact a very good example of that. Telangana is a very good example of that. And now you see even with the present government, they wanted to say that in states that are ruled by the NDA, there will be no reservation for Muslims at all. Now, I'm not a great supporter of the idea of reservation. I'll tell you the reason why I'm not. I don't feel that I'm inferior to anyone and therefore need a reservation to get a job or something. But anyway, the question is in Andhra Pradesh, they are going to have reservations because the Naidu feels he needs to have the vote of the Muslims. So he's promised them a reservation, so he's going to give them reservation, despite the fact that he's part of the NDA government, which is ruling at the center. So all these things, you see, you work the democratic principles to your advantage. And that requires that you think over it sensibly.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful deliberations and very interesting.